I'm going to be posting different videos about what I feel like over the years I've learned are just myths, or I don't know, things that have been around for a while. People say currently that I don't believe about baking. So here we go. Number one, you don't have to be a baker for 20 years to be a good baker. For real. Some people say, oh, you just have the gift. And I feel like some people are meant to be bakers, but you can also learn. So you don't have to be perfect at the beginning. You don't have to make everything from complete scratch at the beginning or ever if you don't want to. You don't have to be the end all. You don't have to be on Food Network. You don't need to compare yourself to all of these people that you see that you consider to be amazing bakers. Just be you. Just bake what you like in a way that makes you feel good and that are recipes that you feel comfortable with. So, in the beginning, I was making everything from scratch to the point of actually making my own butter and buttermilk and literally anything I could make from scratch. I did. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But then I realized I could only do a cake a week if I was going to do that or less. So I had to pull away from being so extremely from scratch. And I found a place that works for me. There are some things, aspects of baking I enjoy doing from scratch and really digging into as much as I can create from scratch or homemade or whatever you want to call it. And then there are some shortcuts that I take to make my life easier. And you have to do what works for you. And a lot of times that's going to depend on what kind of baking you're doing. If you're doing quantity baking, which is what I consider like if you own a bakery and you're doing tons of orders a week, or even working from home, but doing tons of orders a week, you have to take some shortcuts or you'll drive yourself insane and you'll never leave your kitchen. So trust your gut, know what works for you and your lifestyle and your schedule. Making everything from scratch from the very beginning does not mean that you are the best baker. Being gifted, so-called, in the kitchen from the very beginning does not mean anything. You can learn. So these are what I consider myths. When I first started, I thought that everything had to be great, and I thought I had to be the best of the best from the beginning, and if I didn't get it on the first or second try, then I just apparently wasn't talented enough. Not the case. Not the case. Love yourself through it. Reach out if you need help. I'm always here to answer your questions. Coming up in about a month, I am offering a all virtual bread class, and we are going to make 5 different kinds of bread in 4 weeks. So it's not you trying to hustle and get all done in a day. It's not live even. The videos I'm going to send you are the tutorials and the recipes. Watch in your own time. Bake on the weekends, bake at night, bake early in the morning. I don't care when you do it. And then at the end of the 4 weeks, we are going to have a live call Q&A where you can ask me any questions you have. But I would love to have you join me. This is perfect for beginners. These are not ridiculous recipes. These are going to be very doable. And I'm going to talk to you about working it within your schedule. I'm not going to just throw it at you. I'm going to have a whole video on where we talk about how you can manage your time and get these done, whether you're making them for your family or for your customers. Love to have you join me. So watch out for those videos. I'll be sending more information and a whole new TikTok video and YouTube tutorial on what we're going to be covering within that class. I'm so excited. So we are going to do what we love to do. We're going to bake what we want to bake, and we're not going to worry about what everybody else says and about what everybody else thinks about our recipes. We're going to do what makes us happy.